Hi, everyone. Tonight, we're excited to bring you the first of what we hope will be a series of videos entitled Voices of Tatem, celebrating the cultures and traditions of our families. This platform enables our students and families to open their homes and their hearts to share what makes them unique. Families were encouraged to share a story, a song, a recipe, or anything else that demonstrates how diversity enriches their daily lives. It's our hope that through education, we can build knowledge and understanding of the cultural differences that exist in Haddonfield. The idea for Voices of Tatem was brought to us through the PTA, and I'd like to specifically thank Jessica Denstedt and Kay Flannery for getting the ball rolling. You will see their families in this video this evening, along with a few more. To all of the families included in tonight's video, I thank you for the time, energy, creativity, and thoughtfulness that it took to be the first Voices of Tatem. Enjoy.
Hi, my name is Matt King, and this is my mom. And I am in Mrs. Harding's class. Today we are going to make jeon. Jeon means pancakes in Korean.
So jeon is a small pancake that we make as a side dish called banchan, and we eat it with rice and we share it with our family. So let's go over some ingredients, right, Max? Okay. So here this is finely sliced scallions, some onions. Make sure it's really thin when you slice. This is peppers. We're using sweet today because children don't like spicy things, but you could definitely use jalapeno. Minced garlic. This is called Korean squash. You can use zucchini, but I like the Korean squash because it's a little sweeter. And then this is just a mix of seafood, which is mussels, squid, shrimp, and clams. And then here, Max, why don't you show them what this is? This is basically imitation crab sticks. The imitation crab sticks are actually made of a white fish called pollock, but commonly seen in like sushi or what we call kimbap in Korean, which is a Korean sushi, but he's gonna split that apart. It's a fun thing for kids to do while cooking. All right, so next up is actually, I had made a pancake mix already. So basically, this is a pancake mix called puchingaru, which is basically a flour, a Korean pancake mix, but you can definitely use flour, and then we just add water to the mix based on the directions that they give you. And so we're gonna mix all the ingredients together. We also added about 4 to 5 eggs. I think we added 5. So here, go ahead and start with the scallions. Okay, then the onions. The bell peppers. And then the zucchini, garlic, and the seafood. And then last but not least, the imitation crab. And we're gonna mix that all together. And then we have nice clothes for that. Okay, we're gonna put this in the pan, basically medium to low heat with a little oil. You want it to make it look a little round. And they're little, and then we'll get that cooking and sizzling. I did add a little salt and pepper for seasoning. Okay, so these are almost done. They're lightly browned. And there you go. And we're gonna, actually, they're ready now. So we're gonna put them over to a plate. And Max, still have the try. Okay, go ahead. Is it good, Max? Yeah, over there. Good? All right, good.
Buongiorno. Hi, everyone. Most of you know me as Señorita Divine and as your Spanish teacher. Believe it or not, my heritage is not from a Spanish-speaking country. My family is not Hispanic. My great-grandparents and one of my grandpaps came over to the United States of America from Italy, Italia. That's how you say the country, Italy, in Italian, in the language Italian. Where is Italy? Italy is in Europe, so I have a big globe here. If you go over to Europe, my finger is pointing to the country Italy. Many people say that the country Italy on a map is in the shape of a boot. Can you see my necklace? Does it look like the shape of a boot? Lucy and I are wearing our Italia shirts. The most popular sport in Italy is called il football, and many of you call it soccer. Let's learn a little bit about my Italian-American culture. Emma, what are the colors of the Italian flag?
White, red, and green.
Mikey, what's the name of this book?
Nonna.
Strega nonna. What does nonna mean in English?
Grandma.
Grandma. Do you call your grandma nonna?
Nani.
Nani, yes.
Nana.
This is by one of my favorite childhood books by Tommy DePaola. Tommy DePaola was an Italian-American author, and now Emma and Mikey like to listen to this book too. Today I'm going to share with you the importance of la familia in our culture. For Italian-Americans, la familia, the family, is the central social unit, and mealtime with your family is very important. When growing up, every Sunday I would go to my grandmom and grandpa Thomas' house or my grandmom and grandpa Perlo's house, and they lived a couple blocks from each other in South Philly, and we would enjoy a nice Sunday meal, which usually consisted of macaroni, pasta, and gravy, sauce, and chicken cutlets or meatballs. We would always have good bread and great conversations with family. My Aunt Maria Fama is a famous Italian-American author from Philadelphia. And in lots of her poems, she's a poet, and in lots of her poems, she writes about la familia and talks about a lot of foods as well. I'm going to share with you some of the foods that I eat with my family. Emma and Mikey, are you making gravy?
Yeah.
We're going to make meatballs and macaroni for our Sunday dinner.
Meatballs?
Yes. Rotelli pasta with oil, which is garlic and olive oil. Don't forget about dessert. Dessert is also an important part of the meal, and one of my favorite desserts is pizzelle.
That means hello, everyone in Viennese. Hi, my name is Rachel, and we represent the Lee and the Nguyen family to share the Vietnamese culture. This outfit that I and my cousins are wearing is for a traditional New Year celebration that is every year. And we go to our grandma and grandpa to wish them good health and for the year, and we get money inside stuff inside of a paper note that is called a lacy. When we go to our grandparents, we say "Chúc mừng năm mới," and we get lacies. After we get the lacy, say "Cảm ơn." Cảm ơn. We usually wear red, blue, and pink to notify that we have good luck. Thank you for watching. Xin chào. Xin chào. Xin chào.
Hi, my name is George. Our family story is about my grandma, or as I call her, Nonna. My Nonna immigrated to the United States in 1966 from a northern Italian region called Trento Alto Adige. Like me, she lived in a small town, but her town was a small village in the middle of the Italian Alps. Her hometown is famous for apples. Probably you thought I'd say pasta or pizza, huh? Anyway, my grandma Nonna loves to tell us stories, especially this time of year. In October, after school, all the kids would race to the fields to help with the apple picking or hammer apple crates together. My Nonna's favorite was to build the crates because she was given money to buy comics. The season would end with a Pomerania Apple Festival. My Nonna would help her mom prepare strudel for the festival. Till this day, my Nonna makes it for us. And this is when she tells us all of the happy memories in her little town in the Alps of Italy. I hope to go back and visit again soon, but until then, I'll love eating her food and hearing her stories.
Hi, this is Isabel Lackpore, and this is my multicultural project. My culture contains many different things. For example, traditions like camping, Halloween, and watching the Macy's light show every year are some things in my culture. Other examples are food, which of course, because of my Scottish grandmother, contain things like haggis. Haggis is made out of all different kinds of meat, flavored with different kinds of spices as well. Also in the food section is tarik, an Iranian cuisine. Tarik is rice, but the rice at the bottom of the pan when you cook it. Another example of my culture is art. Some art has been passed down, like video games and Iranian art, but other things I discovered on my own, like video games like Kingdom Hearts, Legend of Zelda, and other types of art too, like Don Rosa, fan art of different TV shows that I like, and cosplay. Other examples are holidays, like Christmas. My family is not religious, so we don't do the religious part of the Christian holidays like Christmas. Also, another part of my culture is communication. These days, talking to people in person has thinned out, and mostly my current communication status is online chatting, going on chats and things. This was my multicultural project.
Popular in the 1700s in Korea during the Joseon Dynasty reign of King Kwan-hae, who was the 15th king in the Joseon Dynasty. The rumor is that this was one of his favorite dishes during every meal. The word japchae literally means mixed vegetables. The addition to potato glass noodles became common in the 1930s. Japchae can include meat or can be totally vegetarian, depending on preference. In our house, we like to make this with ground beef, spinach, carrots, mushrooms, and glass noodles. Leave dried mushrooms in water.
I'm gonna let this sit for a minute or two, guys, okay?
Okay. Here we are sauteing the beef.
Okay, so I added half a teaspoon of garlic. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce all over the beef, guys, okay? What else do we need? Some sesame oil. It's a little bit of sesame oil, okay?
Okay, this is the finished product for the beef.
Okay, very good. So we're gonna fry the carrots.
Yes.
Put a little bit of oil, a little bit of salt.
This is the sauteed carrots at the end. So here we have the mushrooms.
We let it sit in the water for a little bit. Squeeze out the water. Then we're gonna saute this up a little bit also.
Okay, here are the mushrooms.
A little bit of soy sauce as well. So you need a little bit of oil.
Yes, we need a little bit of oil as well.
So
Okay.
here I have a pot of water mixed with about a cup of soy sauce and some olive oil boiling. This is the vermicelli, the glass noodles we usually like to use. I usually use about 1 packet for this.
Yes,
okay?
that's a very good amount because you don't want it too much because you need the perfect amount of noodles for the perfect amount of ingredients.
Then while this water is boiling, we're gonna put the noodle in there.
It's kind of like making spaghetti, if you were to say.
And we have to time it exactly 6 minutes.
Right here, 6 minutes.
Getting all the noodles in there.
Yeah.
And let it boil for 6 minutes. And we're gonna strain them after. The key, which some people have differing ideas about in this step, is some people will want to strain the noodles and wash them out in cold water, but the key is not to do that. Here, we're gonna blanch this. There's a pot of boiling water here.
Another pot.
Yep.
Just so
That's
you know,
still cooking,
just
right?
so you know, you need 2 pots of water. Do not use the same exact one you used for the glass noodles.
And then I'm going to put about half a bag of spinach from the salad pack. And guys, now you're gonna count down from 10. We have to blanch it for exactly 10 seconds. So
Okay.
go ahead.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And then we're gonna now just rinse it out in cold water.
Big bowl over here. You want to get a very large bowl because you will be mixing a lot of ingredients.
All right, now I'm going to put about 2/3 of a cup, maybe a little shy of that, of soy sauce. 3 tablespoons of crushed sesame seeds, and some sugar. About 2/3 of a tablespoon of minced garlic. About 4 tablespoons of sesame oil. So now all the other previous ingredients are getting into the large bowl, right, Ella?
Yep.
So we'll put the noodles
in here.
We're putting the spinach. We've got beef, mushrooms. Lastly, we've got
Our carrot.
the carrots. Make sure all the sauce gets evenly mixed. Get a plate of it.
Okay, this is the finished product. And here we are wearing our hanboks. If you don't know what hanboks are, they are a Korean traditional outfit that you wear on special occasions. And we are wearing this to represent that we are half Korean. Well, my mom's not half Korean, but we are. So that we're doing this to represent our culture.
I'm in 5th grade, and for my culture video, we're going to have some grandfathers sing some songs from their countries.
I'm Joseph Coelho, and I am Thomas's grandfather, and I am going to sing a song in Konkani. O Saiba Portoli Veta, da Molia Matpan Veta, Makasaiba Vatu da Koi, Makasaiba Vatu Kolona. Da Molia Matpan tu Tolvan Taku Felu. Da Molia Matpan tu Kolvan Taku Felu. Agitaria, Taria Mama. Agitaria, Taria Mama. I am of Irish descent. My father's mother's name was Murphy, and my mother was born in Ireland. And so I pass on that part of our culture, our Irish culture, to Thomas and his family. In Dublin's fair city, where the girls are so pretty, it was there that I first met sweet Molly Malone. She wheeled a wheelbarrow through streets broad and narrow, crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh. Everybody! Alive, alive, oh, alive, alive, oh. crying cockles and mussels, alive, alive, oh.
We're now going to do one song from my country of birth, Pakistan. And we're going to do this one together. Aap jaisa koi mere zindagi mein aaye, to baat ban jaye. Baat ban jaye.